Good evening. So I finished my class today at John Marshall Law School, and I must say that it was very, very interesting to know that a lot of housing discriminations that people face, they aren't aware that that's what they are. Case in point, um, I was looking for an apartment for my son in Jackson, Mississippi, and um, the owner of the apartment said that she wasn't going to rent to college students. And I found out in class today that that was a form of discrimination. So, gonna find out some juicy details about housing and what people can do about it. Hey, June. But and I'm gonna share because I think it is very important for us to know the laws of everything that we do. So the class that I'm taking is on fair housing, the do's and the don'ts, what qualifies as discrimination, what doesn't. And I also found out that some things that does not qualify for discrimination is, geez, what was it? Oh, I'm probably gonna have these brain fog moments. Um, but he mentioned, let's see, I did take notes, that age is not a factor in housing discrimination. Now, you may say, well, my son is a young college student, so had the person said that, um, oh, hey, I'm not going to discriminate, because you're 23, um, but the fact that he was a student, and she said that she didn't want to rent to any college students was a form of discrimination. Um, and so sex and gender too is something else that they're starting to grapple with in fair housing. And so as I begin this journey and I carry on to, carry this torch to learn as much as I can, so I can come back to my community to let my community know what is okay, right? Or not really okay, but what's the word I'm looking for? It's just so much. It's just so much stuff out here that our community just doesn't know. And so, as I begin this journey, I'm going to take you along with me because I think it's important, again, for us to know. And as part of a class requirement, we are required to do presentations about what we're learning. So this is going to be my form of my presentation. So when I finally do, complete this class, complete the course, and part of the requirements is for me to give a presentation. I hope you all will come out, join me, or even just make some comments on the videos. They said we need to at least engage 20 people for the Fair Housing Act because the class was free, so I didn't have to pay for any materials. HUD actually paid for it, and HUD is the sponsor for this fair housing course, and they want to make sure that the community is aware of, their rights. Yes, June, UIC did take over the law school, and UIC is on the entire building downtown. So that was because a couple of weeks ago it wasn't like that. So I was like, oh, wow, UIC just put their name all over this building. But it will be interesting. And I think I will probably end up taking more law classes. Who knows? I might end up with a law degree too as well. Because our communities suffer, not because they don't try hard and not because, they don't have the know-how to do. It's just a lack of resources, a lack of, knowledge about different laws and things like that has made this journey difficult, I would say. And so as I go on to do law classes, I'm taking some urban development classes, learning about equity and sustainability in Chicago, and any place else that's around. I just want to take you along on my journey. So what I learn in the classroom, I will, pass on, because we need to, as a community, begin to engage one another, like it was when we were growing up. Your child was my child, and we all just kind of, loved on each other. Some other stuff going on, but that sense of just knowing your neighbor, that's what we need to get back to. So, hi Mary, how are you? June, yes, knowledge is power, and so we do need as much as we can. So I'm going to end this video because I'm sleepy. They allow classes from 6 to 9. He let us out a few minutes early tonight, but it wasn't boring, but it was just long. I just had a long day today. So stay tuned, and as I gather, you gather. Talk to you soon. Bye.